Chapter 29. Asleep on the Toilet. "I've been looking all around town for you, Alfred," said Winnie. The social worker was holding the boy by the back of his coat. The toes of Alfie's shoes just scraped the ground, okay? The toes barely touched the ground. "Put me down," said Alfie angrily. "Your poor father is worried sick about you." The big lady placed him back down on the ground, but kept a firm hand on his shoulder. "I'm taking you straight home." No, I can't go home." Alfie felt guilty that he had run out without telling Dad where he was going. But it was an emergency. Winnie sighed wearily. Wearily, that means tiredly, okay? "Listen, young man," she began. "I am not in the best of moods this morning. After your little trick with the coffee revels, I had to sleep on the toilet." Remember, Winnie ate a lot of the coffee revels from Alfie. So she had to sleep on the toilet because she had to pass motion. Alfie attempted to dismiss the image of that as soon as it took shape in his head. So Alfie tried to imagine Winnie sleeping on the toilet bowl, but then he tried to dismiss it also. Dismiss that means try to get rid of the image. However, the more he tried not to visualize his social worker asleep on the lavatory, that means the toilet, the more vivid, the clearer the image became. "Look, I have to get into the dentist surgery," pleaded Alfie. No, scoffed Winnie. "First I am going to take you home. Then we will have a little appointment with your headmaster. I am going to try and persuade," that means try to beg him not to expel you. Expel you, that means kick you out of school. "I don't care if he expels me or not. I have to get in there now," shouted Alfie, pointing at the dentist's door. Winnie's eyes narrowed. Try as she might, she couldn't understand this boy at all. Yesterday, the whole town had to chase you all the way there. Now you can't wait to get in? "I have to warn this girlfriend of mine." "Well, she's not my girlfriend. She's a girl who's a friend." "It's okay if she's your girlfriend," mused Winnie. "She's not." "Sounds like she is," replied the lady with a big grin, that means a big smile on her face. "She's not," repeated the boy firmly. "No," said Winnie, "but just to say, it really doesn't matter if she is your girlfriend." Alfie was becoming mightily frustrated now. "Well, she's definitely 100% not my girlfriend, and no returns." The social worker fell silent for a moment before continuing. "So this girl, who's a friend of yours, but definitely not your girlfriend, where is she?" "Gaps. She's just gone into the dentist surgery. She called me a scaredy cat for not wanting to go, but I have to warn her about the dentist." Winnie shook her head wearily. "That Miss Root seems like such a nice lady. What on earth do you have to warn Gaps about?" "That the dentist is really..." "Yes." Alfie knew it to be true, but still felt silly saying it. Finally, he plucked up the courage to finish his sentence. "A witch! She's a witch!" The social worker looked at Alfie for a long while. Then a smile creeped across her face before she burst into a hysterical laughter. "Ha ha! Witch, you say? Ha 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 ha!" "Yes," replied Alfie firmly. "Ha ha 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 ha!" Winnie was still laughing. "A witch? That's the nuttiest thing I have ever heard." "Well, it's true," he exclaimed. "She flies around on this cylinder of laughing gas. That's a broomstick." "Ha ha 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 ha!" laughed Winnie. "Next, you'll be telling me she has a black cat." "White, actually, but it's really evil," replied Alfie. "Ha ha ha ha!" The lady was wiping away a happy tear from her eye, so she's laughing until she started crying. "Miss Root had become a respected member of the local community, and from what I have heard, is an excellent dentist." Alfie looked right into Winnie's eyes. "Really? Then why on earth would she do this to me?" With that, he took out his false teeth and showed the social worker exactly what Miss Root had done to him. Winnie gasped and brought her hand up to her mouth in shock. "Oh no," she whispered. "Miss Root did that to you?" Alfie put his teeth back in before answering. "Yes, and right now my friend is up there in her surgery." Winnie looked up at the blacked out windows. At that moment, they heard the whine of a drill, and then a blood-curdling scream, "Ah!" from inside the surgery. "No!" cried Winnie. "Come on, Alfred, there's no time to lose."